What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today, we'll be doing a box opening and review of this Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. This is from Hot Toys. Specifically, this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I thought it was a super dope series, man. A lot of people didn't like it. In fact, and I probably said this a ton of times on other episodes where I'm reviewing something related to this. There was a couple of Princess Leia scenes, specifically when she was being chased through the woods, and I think there was another scene when she was being chased through the city that I didn't like. I literally just didn't think it was filmed very well. So besides those couple of things, and there was some timing, I did watch the series where some people took out a lot of the fat. They cut it down basically to a 2-hour movie, and that was awesome, and I do think that was awesome. But overall, man, it hit a couple of beats. The actual TV show, the Vader versus Obi-Wan scenes. There was a couple of things. I like the backstory of Reva. They dropped the ball in some places. So I understand why people don't like Reva, but I thought there was some cool stuff in there as well. But dude, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, man, Ewan McGregor, I thought he did an awesome job, which is why I had to have this figure as part of the collection. It's a lot to it, man. And this is not completely complete, and I'm missing some of the Inquisitors, but I do have Reva, I do have the Darth Vader from this, the battle damaged Darth Vader, and so it'd be cool to have this guy, all three of those in the same DTOF. But anyways, we'll complete this review of the box and the actual opening and the details of the figures downstairs where I got the lights a little bit brighter, man. So we'll open this bad boy under the lights. Let's go ahead and do that now. Here we go, man. Box, again, dope. Got the actual figure. This is not a photo from the show. It's not no digital rendering. So that shows us trust right now. I do see that my box is scratched up. I don't know if that's I don't know whose fault that is, man. I caught mine from Sideshow. But anyways, we got this little band that seems to come with most, if not all, the Star Wars figures. If not all the Hot Toys. I think a lot of the Hot Toys figures have that. This like little band on there. Usually it comes right on off. Yeah, it slides off. But again, got a picture of the figure, looking good, looking dope. And of course, on the back, we just got the credits. This is a Sideshow exclusive. Don't know what that means. I don't know if it was the rocks or what. I know I got the one that had the rocks. Anyway, we got another one. And this seems to be consistent, again, with all of it. I think Hot Toys has been rocking these. Maybe it's the DX figures. I think that's been like this. Though I will say I believe the Reva figure and the Vader had this as well. And I don't recall if those were DX figures, but I know the Batman, totally different brand, totally different company, but Hot Toys had one of these too that had the kind of almost metallic print on it. So this is cool. Obi-Wan Kenobi, again, DX26, 1/6 scale figure, Hot Toys, and we got the slip case. We slip this on out. Now, I do know the exception with some of the Star Wars, the Return of the Jedi, some of the older ones have been having like, 40th anniversary artwork on it. But, of course, okay, so this is cool. So this was on there. It did come off. So, cool. Reveals the figure already. Features roller eyes, box with Anakin's lightsaber hilt. So, that's cool. We will take this off so we can look at the accessories before we take the figure out. Oh, actually, look, that come right on out. We got more accessories under there. So that's cool. All right, it looks like, again, I probably won't take this out, just keep it in here. It'll probably be easier to look at it. We do got Anakin's lightsaber, which is cool. And again, the promised box. You see, does it open? Yeah. So just a little plastic box, man. It's painted well enough. The inside looks real plasticky, but that's fine. That's cool. I don't know if we put the lightsaber in there, of course, we're gonna have to leave the top open so you can see that it's in there. I don't know what this is yet. This might be some cloth. I know my boy Obi-Wan got a lot of cloth on him, a lot of layers on his outfit, so that might be something. Obviously, these are the rocks. Can't wait to display these, man. That got me pretty excited, man. That was probably one of the coolest scenes at the end. Reminded me of Rey doing it in her movie, but obviously it's more cooler to see Obi-Wan Kenobi do it. Okay, we got his robe, which is cool. We'll go ahead and take that out the plastic now because I imagine we probably will be having some robe action. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be using robe, man. I don't know, because I think I'm going to put him in his battle stance, and I don't think he had this robe on when he was battling Vader at the end. But just to go over the details, man, I like the texture. Very, very realistic. There is wire in the top part, so you can adjust that, the hood, and it looks like there's a wire in the bottom. So there's no wire in the actual seam here, but in the bottom, there definitely is. So you can adjust it a little bit, but I don't think the robe or cape, dude, how cool is that, man? My boy took the sleeves off his robe, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you are when you out in the desert. All right, what else we got in here? We'll take this out completely. Get this out the way. A lot more cool accessories. This is where the money is. Okay, we got the rock base, the rock stand, and I'm assuming, I gotta look at everything, but I think there's a way to make the other rocks float. Like there's gotta be, right? I think I do see holes in there, some of the rocks. Let me take one out just to see what it looked like. Yep. So we do got some holes. So I'm guessing that we are going to be able to make the rocks float around him. So again, really, really looking forward to this. And with this kind of base, it's looking more and more like Obi-Wan is probably going to have his own DTOF, because I can't see Vader by itself is a large figure. So I can't imagine fitting both Reva and Vader in the same DTOF as Obi-Wan. And I do want to display it with this base. I don't want to sacrifice and put a simpler base just to make room for them other figures. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Obviously, that's the stand. What else we got? We got the eye rolling devices. Again, I don't know what this is yet. I'm guessing that is what's holding the rocks up. I'm imagining it probably goes on the stand, and this is, I'm only guessing. So we'll get there when we get there. We do got 6 additional hands on there, of course, with a couple of different fingers. Look at that. Got the A-OK symbol, seems like something. I don't remember him giving the peace sign, but cool. I'll take it. We got the wired lightsaber. So we got the wire so the lightsaber glows, and then we got the normal lightsaber. We do got a gun in there. Ooh, very, very beautiful. I like that. And while we in there, we'll take a look at it. We've gotten so many Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsabers over the years, but very, very good job. Look, even got the little speaker looking thing on the bottom. You can see that. We got the hologram, which is dope, with the senator giving them a shout out, letting them know, hey, I need your help, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Leia's little robot. And this one doesn't have legs, because there is one of these, I think, that came with, what other character? It was another character that this came with that had little legs too. So that's cool. That might not even been a 1/6 scale figure. It might have been like one of the Hasbro figures. The Hasbro, Obi-Wan Kenobi that came with that. Let me see. I'm having a problem getting this bad boy out. Okay, and this looked like binoculars or something. I don't remember. I'm guessing that because you got the little eye things on there. Look, I like how the details almost look like something that real world, man. They followed the tradition of Star Wars and made some of these props using real world stuff. What else we got? Because even the gun has details that look like, obviously that's a real gun somewhere in there. We can probably look it up and see. It might be molded. I mean, they're more high tech nowadays, but I feel like every now and then, especially with the Mandalorian series, especially J.J. Abrams, I feel like they try to go back to the original way some stuff was made. Look at that handle. Let me see. We got the battery pack for the lightsaber glow. I don't think I'm going to be using that. I'm not real big on batteries. But anyway, all that, I almost thought I was done with this, man. We ain't even looked at Obi-Wan himself, bro. Come on, man. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. This is dope, y'all. Let me see. This is dope, man. Go over the head sculpt first. As we know, as you may or may not know, they did update this head sculpt recently. So I guess they released one. People complained. I didn't complain. I pre-ordered it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it until I saw the updated one, and the updated one 100% looks more like Ewan McGregor. So I'm glad. It's pretty cool when they do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trusted it enough to go ahead and pre-order it because I wanted this figure. But anyway, love that texture on the tunic, on his outfit. Is gorgeous, man. It looked like it's heavy. It's actually very light, which is good for the figure this size. You want it to hang more naturally, and that lends itself to that. Let me see. That looks like real leather. Details in the belt, dope. It's weathered. Look at that. It's got a metallic thing to it, but it's got a brushed metal, and on top of that, it looks like it's weathered a little bit. All right, we got the gun holster. We got the lightsaber little holder, which is, of course, I believe that was a cell phone clip is what they use for those. Pants look good. Again, feels weird. Feels like a different material than it looks. So they're doing a real good job, which I guess they have been for a while. But Hot Toys does a real good job at taking materials that look like something. Like this almost looks like a canvas kind of material, but it's not. It's very light. Same thing with this. This looks like cotton, but it's not. It's almost like, I don't know, like parachute pants material. All of this is molded plastic. I guess makes it easier. It looks good, but it's not cloth. And the boots, all this is one piece, it looks like, which is fine to the eye. It looks separate. It's beautifully painted. Details are gorgeous. Very good job. The hands on it is dope. Dude, very cool. Oh, look, I didn't even peep that. Look, it got stuff in there protecting the hair because the hair got layers. It's all over the place. I can't believe I didn't see that. So I might have to get tweezers to take that out because my big old hands ain't going to get that stuff out in no kind of proper way. Nope. So we'll get that out later and have that ready for the final review, but I think he looks good enough. Dude, that's gorgeous, man. So basically, with them having little things in there protecting it, that's showing you the layers of the hair. So that is that's a separate piece right there. Same thing on the other side, giving it just a lot of dimension. I'm sure they're probably competing. They're thinking about their moldedness, probably competing with the fact that they've got actual hair on some of these figures now, especially with the artisan figures. A lot of these figures, I think, some of the figures have that. So they're probably competing with that where, okay, we'll do molded, but we'll give it a little bit more dimension than usual. So absolutely beautiful, man. Flexibility, it's not the greatest, yo. That's part of the outfit. Yep, that's as far as his legs go up so far. And I think I've seen it posted. Yeah, so not a lot of flexibility there. Everything else is good. But so we'll have to figure out the pose. But yo, Ewan McGregor wasn't doing no crazy stunts, man. He was getting his fighting in for sure. But yeah, I guess a little bit of disappointing, man. I always pose them usually in some kind of museum pose for the most part. So, and I already have an idea how I'm gonna pose them. Like I said, the rocks are essential to how I'm gonna be having them pose. So I don't need a lot of movement, but I will just warn you guys, there's not a lot of flexibility there. Yeah, for sure, not at all. So that might upset some depending on what you have in mind for the pose. But anyways, man, we'll take this back upstairs for the final thoughts. Okay, y'all, back in the studio, man, with the final thoughts, man. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. The figure is absolutely dope. With that being said, I'm still going to rate it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to knock out for point, man, just because of that flexibility. Again, I'm probably going to have it posed similar to this, which is actually a cheat because I believe this is actually how it's posed on some of the displays, some of the promotional photos that they released, man. But I like that look. I probably adjusted a little bit, man. But still, what if I wanted him battling Darth Vader? If I wanted a little bit more action and dynamic, posing, I wouldn't be able to do it, man. The legs aren't moving. And maybe it's just me because I do have a little bit of fear. I have a tendency to snap and break some of my figures, man. Not the 1/6 scale, man, but my little 7, 8-inch figures, man. I've been snapping a lot of them lately, probably the last 2 or 3 months, man. So maybe it's a fear behind moving them too much, man. But I can say he's not as flexible just in where the legs connect to the body is where it is. Everything else, the arms, the knees, everything else, man, is pretty good. But still, man, 4 is a good, solid score, dude. I feel good with that. Overall, I love the display. I think Hot Toys did a real good job, and I'm glad that they listened to the fans. Again, I'm not the kind of person to send in complaints, but I am glad that I benefited from the people who did send their complaints into Hot Toys, because they up that sculpt, man. And it's dude, the head sculpt is perfect. But anyways, man, that's my thought, dude. I think it's a dope figure, man. 4 out of 5. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this something you looking to get? Did you already get your hands on it? This is a figure that's been out for a minute, man. I think I've been seeing reviews for this for the last at least 2 to 3 months, man. So maybe you already got your hands on it. You plan on getting your hands on it. Did you pass on it? If you passed on it, let me know why as well, man, in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button and also hit the notify button. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the page. And as always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace.